We're live.
Okay, if I can call the Economic Development Commission meeting for June 19th, 2024 to order. We'll do a roll call vote. Right. Director McLaughlin?
I am here.
Commissioner Odo here. Gadafami?
Here.
Patrick Roby?
Here.
J.P. Hotchbaum?
Here.
Larry Calvert?
Here.
Ethan Tudor-Leon?
Here.
Patrice Gallagher?
Here.
And Trustee Kuma. Okay, we have a quorum. Let's bring this meeting to order. If I could get an approval of the minutes for the March 20th meeting. It's been a little bit since we had our last meeting. What has changed?
Motion to approve?
Can I get a
I'll
second? Second. All in favor?
Yeah.
Aye?
Aye.
Thank you. I do want to thank Commissioner Calvert for filling in for me as Chairman Pro Tem for that meeting and guys passing the introduction letter for the business retention visit. If we can move on to new business, we only have one item on the agenda, that is to review assigned business retention visits. It's already June. Just getting started. Is that the list that?
Yes. So in your guys' packet, you'll see the list of approximately 50, maybe 51 businesses. These are all the businesses that we signed COs for last year. So the idea was reaching out to these most recent businesses so you guys can ask your questions of how was the process, how is business going over the last year or 6 months, depending when they started, process improvement, what do you like, what do you dislike, what do you need in the future, that whole array of questions, and this is the most recent one. So I have it in the spreadsheet form. You guys have it obviously as paper, but I also have a column here where we can actually plug in the particular name of which member of the EDC, and then I also attached the letter that Chair had just spoken about that we drafted the last one, and so the idea is I will add the name in, and then I can mail merge to the letter everybody's chunk. You know, you get 10, you get 10, whatever, right? Actually, there's quite a bit here, so maybe everybody gets 6 or 7. And then the staff will send them all out with your guys' contact as we discussed, and then over the course of the remaining of the year, you.
Okay. Originally,
Yeah.
just as a point of order, we had talked about like dividing, I think doing 4 per year, and it is already June. It wasn't just to divide it all up, but
Whatever you like.
you know, whatever, we can always change or adjust that. It was something I was going to actually bring up, it being June, but
Yeah.
and it was also going to be some new, some old. You know, I'm trying to get I think a mix of new and old, just to get opinions of, you know.
It's like 2 and 2. So
Yeah,
that makes
exactly.
sense.
That
Yeah.
kind of, I think, was the original.
Right.
Okay.
Because the old is gonna have other issues, you know?
Correct.
than the new.
And I think we want to pay attention to all, you know, all business, new and old
That makes sense.
concerns.
Yeah.
But just a little correction or point where there.
Okay.
So we can divide up from this list here. Do we want to maybe also include some of the older businesses as well? I was going to bring up maybe we want to, since it is already June, we don't have to have the you know, the parameters of 4, but let's at least get a few. Has anybody added any new ones since the last meeting? Because I know there were actually some people that had done quite a few early on. So, Patrice, yeah.
I do have a question. Mark, I sent you when I was on the road, I think in, I can't remember which one, but I sent you all those businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever receive that?
Yes.
And then, okay, and then could you just clarify this, when you said signed C, what's a CO?
Certificate of occupancy.
Okay.
Opened.
So could you just, I'm fairly new. Can you tell me what this list is?
Those are all the businesses from last calendar year that we've signed COs on. So
Okay, okay.
essentially businesses that officially legally opened.
Okay, great. And then these categories, people become members? EDC member, or is this
No, no,
for
no, no,
us?
no, that's a assigned name. So I would have put Patrice Gallagher, as you're the EDC member who's gonna reach out to that particular business.
Okay, okay.
That was just for me to fill in while we were sitting here.
And are we gonna at all address those businesses that I already spent time on?
Yeah, so that's another piece of the puzzle. The first one I thought was trying to get out there, right?
Okay.
And then the other one is that we already have data collected, that's the second half.
Okay, thank you.
And there was actually, you might not have gotten any, originally we had gotten some like thank you cards, you could send like some
Yeah.
kind of response just saying thank you for, I mean, maybe we can do that from staff, just a very generic one, as opposed to even the commissioner sending it back, but I think some kind of response for thank you for their time would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Like
in
a thank you
agreement,
card.
and
Yeah.
from staff.
From
Yes.
staff, from the,
I think that's great.
And we're trying to open big
Handwritten.
lines of communication and get some, actual real information, not just cookie cutter answers.
So what I'm hearing is that if it's not 4, maybe 3, and if you do 1 each of a new business and 2 each of an existing, you're looking at picking 6 from the list that I've submitted, and then we'd have to come up with, call it 12 existing businesses that everybody's aware
We can
of.
discuss, I'm actually not opposed to doing maybe, if we do 3, 2 new businesses, just
flip
to, flip it, just to get, why'd you choose Villa Park? You know, what I mean, a little more fresh information versus, and just one of the, but definitely open for discussion, but that, I would think maybe that would be good, 2 of the new and 1 of the old, and that way we get some more pertinent,
Yeah,
if that's cool.
that's totally fine with me.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you guys wanna go, then we'll formulate the addresses and the names, but, the list, as I said, from last year is in front of you, then the old ones we'll just have to,
Any
figure out.
discussion on that?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I know, just like looking at the list, I know that Mr. Grill Express, that's the one that's by Lombard Lagoon, right?
He's gone.
He's gone. That was my buddy's restaurant, but
Mm.
he's out.
Yeah, so
That's,
that goes to
uh,
show you how hard it is to keep a restaurant alive.
Yeah.
In March, and I did listen to the audio several times, but you had said there were several on this list that were closed within the 1 year. I mean, maybe we could either keep them on the list highlighted, or with something just to be aware of what didn't make it.
Sure.
Okay.
At least for a year to 2-year period term or something, just to keep it fresh on our mind. But let's keep them aware, but let's also not waste any energy on something that's closed.
Oh, absolutely.
I was gonna say, I think going there's a new restaurant. I think it's called Boyo Maya or something like that. And I'd be happy to go over there, talk to them.
It's an ice cream joint and they're not opened yet.
Yep.
Oh, they're not?
No, they're not.
They
We're
should be
working.
open soon, or
We're
they're
working with them, but yeah, it's not official yet. So.
It's
Okay.
the Mexican ice cream is what it's gonna be.
Nice.
Mark, I have a
Isn't there one right
concern.
beside?
My experience of going to the businesses that I attended, there was a pattern, of concerns.
Mhm.
And I felt like I had no tools of which to, I'm knocking on your door saying Villa Park wants to support you.
Mhm.
And then I didn't have any tools to support them. So have we talked about that?
Well, I think the letter that was passed back in March at least is an opening
Okay,
to know that we're just there to, get some information on a friendly basis, not as an inspector or
Right.
anything like that. And that we are just commissioners. I think that was kind of the gist of the letter.
okay.
But any of your information that you have that can, enlighten us definitely would be.
Well, the main issue was the certain personalities of certain staff interacting with the businesses.
Yeah.
That was the part. But here, find ways to help businesses in Villa Park thrive. Okay, so have we talked about the ways that we would help businesses thrive?
Well, I would think that one is we're just beginning
Okay,
and we're trying to gather some information without any information we can't do anything, and
Right.
this is kind of the baseline. But we need to have some information to look at before we can
To analyze them.
really analyze and
Mhm.
see. I mean, we don't even have a list of current businesses at this time.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're really starting at ground zero. I know might take some time or whatever, but that's what we're trying to do,
Yeah.
is create something, and any information is better than nothing at this point.
So, and I'm in agreement with that, though my comfort level of approaching a business with the intention of representing the village of Villa Park to help businesses thrive, I feel like I ought to have something to offer than just me going there and saying, we want to do this. Maybe,
We don't know what they need yet.
okay,
So, it's a fact-finding mission, that's how
Yeah.
I treated it.
okay.
So that,
Okay.
what do you need? What do you wish you had when you were opening your business? And then once we collect the information on the
Okay,
9, 12, I don't know,
Okay, so-
24 businesses.
okay,
Man, I really wish all of you guys had a signed grant program. I'm just making stuff up.
okay,
I really wish you had the ability to waive this if we are creating jobs. I don't know. Again, I'm making stuff up. We don't know what these people wish that they had until you guys go and have a conversation with them.
okay, so then my
Because I can go draft all the legislation, but if it's not actually what they want, then why am I drafting it?
Okay, though I don't wanna give them an impression that, hey, we have all this big toolbox and we're gonna help you. Just say, can we share,
Collection of
this is
Yeah.
new?
Yeah.
We have a
Collection of
new breath
Yeah,
of fresh
yeah.
air
Yeah.
here and we,
That's
Villa Park's
Definitely.
open for business.
Definitely, and
Yes.
we want to work and we're trying to create that communication.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Um,
Appreciate
also, a little backstory, literally right before COVID, we had talked about doing some corridor forums. Group,
You mentioned
meet
that, yeah.
together and
I love
North
that.
Avenue Forum, a St. Charles Forum, what could we do for this area?
Love it.
And because everything kind of stopped going to meetings and that, this was our audible on that approach. It's
Thank
kind
you.
of where the history went.
And how about the questions, Tony? Are we gonna stick with those questions?
I think, yeah, I mean, it's basically to open a dialogue.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I would guess that most of those questions lead into other questions, or let the interviewee kind of take where it goes with
conversation.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
I
you.
like to let them
Yeah.
talk because it's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
you hear everything and
Yeah.
just keep writing down. That's always good. Yeah.
Any other discussion then on that? If not, maybe we can assign
Yeah.
2 of these new ones to each commissioner, and then either in the future or whatever, we can even just a lottery, pick out one old one and have it, passed on. So,
What do you like?
can you give us any, quickly off of here, Director, can you give us any that are closed so we don't even approach them? And then I think, did we not talk to Taco Villa, correct, already? I thought JP, you had talked.
No, I've actually been talking to Mocahate in Mexico.
Oh, Mocha, okay, they were.
So that one is one I've already been
Okay.
talking to. The owner's been hard to get a hold of. So.
Okay.
But you haven't talked to them yet.
So
No,
you-
I've
right.
been
Okay,
got it.
I'm a regular there, so I'm just trying to is he here today? Is he here today? Does he have a card? No, I don't have
Good
a card.
excuse to go get some food.
Okay,
right?
well, eventually
Okay,
well, we
I'll
can-
get him
I
when
thought,
he's there.
I just remember them being, I go there quite a bit myself.
Yeah.
There you
So,
go.
But we
Okay.
can put that as his official
Yeah,
one of
no,
2
for sure.
if he's
Trying
to, right?
So do you want to
Yeah.
just go around once, JP, you can start and.
Like
you wanna
a-
pick
like
one? Does
draft.
that-
Yeah.
Like a draft.
Does that work?
Yeah, it's a
Does that
fantasy
make-
draft.
Yeah, okay.
Works good.
Where are you?
I'll take Mocahate.
Is it on here?
It's right
Yeah.
below Marciana's.
Yeah, it's alphabetical.
Oh, you're on the wrong page.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like a
It's
category thing.
alphabetical
Yeah.
by name of business.
My name, okay, over here. All right. Thank you.
What's in the back?
Okay, so JP.
That would, Larry, you're next.
I'm next.
Yes.
Um,
Have your picture ready. No,
right.
I'm just.
It's a 30-second clock.
I said, have your picture ready.
well, I certainly love to eat, so I'll just go with Marciana's.
Okay.
All
Choose
right.
that one next.
I know, it's right next
It's
door.
right next door to it. I was like,
It's
Yeah.
perfect.
You do a trade? No.
It's
Got
okay.
it.
I'm just teasing.
Yeah, if you.
I'll go daily outlet.
Oh, man.
Oh, did you want that?
Daily
Yeah, you
outlet
keep it,
is
keep it,
closed, it's daily furniture now.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
just above
That
it,
is
same,
correct.
What is the,
same.
Yeah.
Oh, they changed?
Oh, same address, yeah.
So they,
Yeah.
same address,
Okay.
Different owners, they changed the name.
The daily outlet's
Oh, I
gone.
thought it
So-
was like a 2-in-1.
yeah, so,
It's one.
so I'm gonna point this out. This is how frequent businesses turn over.
Okay.
Is
Within the same year, two businesses have been in the same exact address, but
Yeah.
because I pulled the data from our system that said calendar to calendar,
Mm-hmm.
Are there
everything
sweets? Because I also
populated.
see Lupita's Jewelry and Lou de la Salud is 300 West North Avenue. Are they?
It's not a deal.
Oh, yeah, there's
Are
two in
they
the same.
different sweets
I thought it was like a.
as well as
Which one is-
Ruby's Jewelry?
Oh,
those
so
are-
those anything with 300 North Villa is a booth in 5-star.
That's correct.
Okay,
Oh,
Okay.
I've
Oh,
scratched up a
booth.
bunch of them.
got it.
That is
So
a couple
Junk
of them.
Luggers, I also think has changed over to a light company and they're not open
Yep,
yet.
junk luggers also didn't last for more than 2 years.
Yeah,
Which one?
husband.
Junk luggers
Should I not do
on the
this?
list.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
which
is
one?
LED,
Daily
the
Yeah,
LED
you can do that
store
one.
on
Oh,
North
That's
Avenue.
outside of 5-star.
Okay.
Are we at? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yes.
Are we at?
Yeah, should I pick another one?
Do you want daily
Yes.
furniture
Oh,
instead?
you want two?
Used to be
Yeah,
a
yeah,
part
I
of
got
Daily
daily
furniture?
furniture, yeah.
Yeah, it's part of it.
Patrice?
Can I do MCC with the new owner? MCC
If you did
motorcycles?
NPC at the old one.
Yeah, I
mean,
did.
They changed
Johnny bought
ownership.
it.
That's why it's on here. It's a
Okay.
new. So the brand
Which one
is
is
the
that one?
same, but it's
It's
a new
not on
ownership.
here. I don't
It's
think
not
so.
on this
It's
list.
Is it
not
too
on-
new, maybe?
Motorcycle centers.
Yeah, because we didn't sign that until this year,
Hmm.
and this was last
Fair
year.
enough. Okay.
Where was
I mean, if it's on,
Can
yes,
I-
that's
can
fine.
I do
Yes,
it?
of course, of course.
Okay,
Technically new.
because I already told him I was going to.
There was Ad Park or Ad Parl Pet Clinic. That's the one right beside Safari Land, right?
It's Edge Park and it's right
No.
up by Safari Land, they're still there.
It is.
Oh, is it?
Okay,
Yep.
That's right by my house. I'll go there.
okay.
I'm sorry.
I'll walk over.
I was looking at.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
I will
third
take-
from the top.
Right.
Right down the street.
I will take the old Globe because I've been meaning to go in there.
Oh,
Old
man,
Globe.
that was a good one.
Where's
Yeah, on
that?
Ardmore, the resale
Yep.
shop.
That would be
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
There's another thrift shop that opened too, right?
Been there yet.
Off on
Where
North.
is
There's a new
Old
sandwich place
Globe?
too that just opened. That was good.
Yeah.
Mortadella, they
Yeah,
finally
Mortadella.
opened?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw
I
that.
can't think of the thrift on North.
It just says thrift store, I think. I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
what-
like
Is it new?
Looks really
Antique-y
fancy.
stuff.
Looks new.
I don't
been
know.
there.
Well,
a
it
little
doesn't
bit.
look that new, but I had just noticed.
Maybe they did a sign.
So it's not on
Yeah.
this list.
JP,
no,
you
because
wanna go on to
this
your
is
second?
from 2020.
Okay,
My
okay.
second
Three.
one, let's
Okay.
see. I like to do restaurants because I was in the industry, so I could know the language.
Could he do also
Um,
Mortadelli if?
How about if I do Thai food?
They're
So they
closed.
closed.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Yeah,
New
okay.
owners are in the process.
Yeah, I
of
could do
that now.
mortadella, even though it's not on the
New
list.
Thai restaurant.
Is that okay?
Thai food's gonna be Thai.
Yeah,
Oh, it is? Nice.
Is mortadella okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thai place. would be good.
Mortadella. All right.
Lucky.
Larry?
That is good.
How about Rockford marble and granite?
He's very hard to get a hold of.
Oh, okay. then.
Very, very hard.
Larry can
You
do
win
can
a
it.
try.
prize.
Larry's-
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, no, he wants to redo his
Very,
kitchen,
very
so he's gonna
hard.
go and talk to the granite guy.
And he does speak 98% Spanish, so I was always dealing with a friend of his.
All right. Well, my-
Which one is that one?
My Spanish is a little weak, so.
But he's very nice.
All right.
I could
yeah,
take that
no,
one.
I-
Yeah.
Mhm.
For the Spanish.
You need
And
a new
he's been
kitchen.
there for 20 years.
Yeah, I need a new kitchen too.
Bear Rabbit
What's
Motel.
next man's treasure?
That is in, I believe.
Oh, I see. Never mind. It's in
That's
there.
a booth in there.
Yeah, it's a booth. Okay.
Yeah.
How about universal workforce?
Good one.
Yeah.
Where's that one?
No, it's on
Is
North
that
Avenue.
placement in?
Not that I'm looking for a job or anything.
Okay, data?
Mr. Grill Express.
That's the one that closed, and then it's gonna be the Mexican.
Just opened.
I know.
Yeah, that was my
I
buddy.
like
It
you said.
just
Which
opened.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Grill.
Um,
Yeah, it's,
Wow.
Maybe
so that's-
Charlie's
Little
cheesesteaks?
They just good.
Can I
Sure.
Okay.
I can do
yeah.
that.
I mean, that's a, if you see anything else.
I read
Man,
that.
that would be a
It's,
good one to find out.
I read that it's cheesecake. I was like, oh, that sounds great. Not cheesesteaks.
Cheese
Oh,
cakes.
yeah.
Surprise.
Not cheesecakes, but
Yeah.
Patrice?
Is somebody, did they choose Thai food? Or
It's
no?
closed.
It's
Okay, oh, it's close,
Yep.
okay. Does anybody know about this monkey business?
That's a
Oh.
smoke shop.
Yeah,
That's
they-
Okay, no thanks. How about, is, the U-Haul, is that A to Z, those guys?
Mhm. Or next door to them.
Can-
It's one of the two.
It is,
Yeah,
it's the
okay,
family.
okay, wait, it's A to Z, not
500 West is.
Husqvarna guy.
No,
Correct.
it's
Okay,
Schultz.
It's
I
Schultz
like
family.
that one.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I can do that one
Okay.
that was, which one was it?
That was
Rockford?
Rockford Marble and Granite, 629 Wildwood.
I'll do that one.
Excellent.
And I will take Taco Villa. I'm gonna
There it is.
hit my
Right next door
neighbors
to
up. Yeah, of course.
Thank
Cool. All right.
Okay, so any other discussion on the review and assigning of business retention visits?
Due
All
date.
right, seeing
Is there a
none.
due date?
End of the year.
What would you like for me to prepare for the old, if you will, existing businesses? Anything, or?
So,
Same
I
as-
was gonna bring it up in my discussion, but what is the status of, since March was our last meeting, of the business audit as far as the
The creation of
staff is like,
businesses?
has like a budgeted,
Yeah,
is that begun, is that?
begun, still in process, don't have any
Is
data
there,
yet.
okay, I mean,
Yeah.
there's none that you could kick out, like, you
No.
know, 10% are done and we'll choose, okay.
No.
How about for the next meeting, or prior, each commissioner comes up with their own? And sends it to Pat, and then we,
Just one,
just for
right?
like an existing business, 3 years or older, let's call it.
Can I claim the bike shop right here, cause I'm talking to them already? The one that's,
Nice.
and then there's that,
On, basically on like St. Charles and.
yeah, just down
J&P,
St. Charles.
isn't it
Yeah,
J&P?
JB, yeah. I just got
For
turned
real?
up there.
Conflict
You
of
should know
interest.
that.
That's hilarious.
I had a whole conversation with him, but I didn't expect to do the survey, so I didn't have it with me. So am I gonna come back and do the survey? So, but I already got the conversation. So I'm
Well,
like,
I mean, do you wanna pick them now? If not, we can just send them over. I mean,
I'm just yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you know, that's fine.
Think
If they're willing to do it on the spot, then I can
Yeah.
create the letter
How
for
many,
all of
Tony?
them.
One or two?
Just one,
Just one?
that's what we're shooting
No,
for. I mean,
okay. But it, oh, we have to go in order, go ahead.
we're not gonna fire anybody.
Sorry, Larry.
Okay, is there a, it's okay. Is there a list or we're
No.
just?
No, there is not, that's right. If you don't have
If
one.
you don't have it, don't worry about it. Yeah, just
Okay, yeah, I don't have
Yeah,
one right off the
just-
top of my head.
I have one. Villa Park Market? Isn't
Okay.
it?
Oh,
Yeah.
the fruit market?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was
Oh,
one
come
of.
on. Taking everything.
That's good. I think we live close by. That's
you
probably
need to
why.
sit over
I know,
there
that's
so
why I'm
that
right
you can get
there.
ahead of her.
You live next to me, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
you guys must be
we must be neighbors or
Neighbors.
something. Yeah.
Got it first? That's, all
No,
right.
but that's fine. I
That's
feel
good.
better.
You got it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll think of
And
another.
then Patrice, do you have anything?
Are-
If not,
Am I allowed to go to Villa Perk?
I think that was on did somebody, oh no, it's on the list. Oh, well,
Villa
it's a new
Perk,
one.
it's new.
It's one of the
And
new
we're
ones.
trying to
looking
capture
for-
an older one.
Oh,
But
older.
you've
okay.
done some
No.
old ones, haven't you
But
already
I
this
did
year?
Villa Perk a lot. Okay, old ones? Oh, I
I mean,
don't
you've already
remember.
done some this year that are,
I don't remember.
I thought you had turned in a few this year already.
I gave him a list.
All right.
Can
Do
I
you have
think about-
something old? Yeah.
Can anybody,
Ethan?
anything around?
I'm trying to think of some that are.
Let me see.
I'll
Gas
send you.
station, how about a gas station? Sorry.
No, okay, I'll do a gas
Isn't
station.
that like boring?
What
I'll
about
do-
the?
Which one is old? The one
Shell.
by
I'll do
my house.
Shell.
Okay.
Yeah,
On
you
Villa.
did Villa Perk.
I did.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought you had done.
But that was when he was new, like he
They're
needs
still
help.
new. They're not.
Yeah,
they're not under the 3 year.
No, yeah, they're still.
How about,
Okay.
I'll just do Shell gas station
That'd be great.
Shell.
on
Alright.
Villa Avenue, right?
Yep.
Shell
Okay.
on Villa.
Okay. Anybody else? We'll just turn in our
I'll have to think.
older one. We'll move
I'll give
on
you
now to public comments.
Do
I'll send it.
Okay, cool. All right, good. Thank you.
Move on to
Sounds good.
Michael Murray from Bloomingdale Township Mental Health Auxiliary.
Yes, I'm an advocate for 708 boards, and actually, we're already contributing a lot into your community, because one of the big recipients of funds from mental health boards is Easter Seals, okay?
Oh,
You know,
nice.
our community gives 80,000, Milton Township, and what we're trying to do is begin a community mental health board in Villa Park, so I wanted you to be aware of that. And that's one of the few things that we can do as a citizens initiative. We as citizens can say, we want to have this service in our community. To do that though, we have to collect a ton of signatures, For your community, our goal is 2,000 signatures by the end of July, okay? That's why I put a petition in our packet, in case you're so inclined, and a business card, if you get your neighbors and say, if they're registered voters, please sign it, I spent 4 hours this morning in Wheaton, if I look battle worn, at the farmer's market gathering signatures. Glad to say I got 60 signatures, it was worth it. And mental health boards fund things that are not funded. In mental health, substance abuse, and developmental disability. Our biggest backers, while I'm wearing my police hat and my police lanyard, are the police departments, okay? I've not specifically discussed one-on-one with your police chief, but I've been in a number of meetings where we've done presentations and talked with him, and we'll be hopefully at the Villa Park Parade. If any of you want to help me gather signatures, if there's somebody that's going to help me gather signatures, I can tell you. Because parades are bored before the parade begins, and then we go up and say, would you do this?
Do you got extra of these handy?
You can copy those.
Oh, just copy them. Okay.
Yeah, and you can write me and I'll give you so much literature.
Yeah.
These have been in existence in DuPage County now
There's
for
also
10 years.
Oh,
I'm a member of the League of Women Voters, and we did a study 10 years ago, it's online, the League of Women Voters, Roselle Bloomingdale. And then Milton formed one, and in the last election, we were successful in Addison Township, which just allocated $2 million for mental health substance abuse. We fund, for instance, victim relief of our board. We pay for a staff therapist. We do a lot of work with schools and elementary kids, you know, because there's a real need for preventive programs as well as programs helping kids that are in trouble. And right now, we pay for mental health usually through insurance. And has anybody ever had trouble with insurance, health insurance? You know, and this is a way that we can kind of transcend that. So if you have any questions, I went really quick. I could talk forever, you know, about this. I did cry the first couple of years, always when I talked about it, because especially with what Easter Seals deals with. Wow, we fail as a state. You have to have a 30% disability to get help. You know, like elementary school kids, they have to have a greater than that to get help from the state. The priority of urgency needs waiting list. I'm guessing, but I'm going to guess for York Township, it's about 1,000 people. Those are people that are waiting to get help. There's a big lawsuit called the Legis lawsuit. We're working to get better on that, but we're a long ways from it. Go ahead.
Like, what is your feedback when 60 signatures is pretty darn good. What's your feedback like at parades? Are people?
Almost everyone signs. You know, some people are very apprehensive to sign anything. I respect that. In the 10 years I've been doing this, I've met maybe 2 or 3 super crabs, you know. But almost everybody, sometimes the way I start out is, do you know somebody that has dealt with mental health, substance abuse, or developmental disability issues? And I know every single person in this room has dealt with that, no matter what your station in life or whatever. And if you've ever had to go and look for services, you know there's waiting lists. You know that it's a very complicated procedure, and the goal of this is to try and bring it to the local level and simplify it a little bit. And it is always a developing thing, you know. I would guess like Easter Seals receives funds not only from our Bloomingdale board, but they receive from Milton. Hanover Township has a tremendous program, you know. So many boards around the state, there's 90 in total.
Okay.
Just one more quick question. Are you moving in the direction of for the police departments not to be answering mental health 911 calls and
No,
having
absolutely not. What we do, like, each department will be set up uniquely, but what our department does, and what, like Carroll Stream, which has had a very long-standing social work department, and we put one in Glendale Heights, they didn't have one. We put one, a social worker also in Bloomingdale, they didn't have one. And in Roselle, they usually follow up, because a lot of their cases are domestic abuse or substance abuse, I'm guessing, and even the fire. And then when they follow up, they do 5 or 6 therapy sessions, try and find out what's happening in the family. Glendale Heights kept really accurate statistics. They must have had a good mathematician, the police chief Flynn. And they discovered, this was right before COVID, and that threw everything out of kilter. But he had a lowering of 60% of the return visits. So where they used to go back 4, 5, 6 times, 1 or 2 times they would go back.
And to
So
comment, Villa Park did just hire somebody on the police department for mental health.
they hired
Like
somebody
within the last year.
Social worker, right?
Yeah.
To respond to the
respond.
911 call?
I
and
think so. I mean,
Whoa.
yeah. So I'm assuming that's what it'd be for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a lot of police departments have them, but that is just one area.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
There's so many gaps in service.
There's
you
just
wouldn't believe it.
domestic disputes, all that stuff.
So I hope you'll give me a call,
Yeah.
okay? And you'll join me on, as 8 o'clock, I'll be out there. And if I could get 9 or 10 people to walk with me, especially community members, we'll get 200 or 300 signatures. And we don't get on the ballot if we don't get the signatures. Right now, my guess is we have 800 or 900. So we have a
Of
long way to
2,000?
go.
Of 2,000 was your goal?
To get to 2,000, and that's a conservative number, 2,000. I hope to visit I have a lot of friends in the mosque. I hope to go out there on a Friday.
Yeah.
I did that in Naperville and gather signatures there. So give me a call, you know Azam Nizamin? or-
Yeah, design.
Yeah, they're good friends of mine. Erwin Rashad, he's a psychiatrist, I'm pronouncing his name wrong.
Yeah.
He's in the school board in our community, you know,
Oh.
so. More questions? I like questions, so
Oh, they just have to live in
Anybody
DuPage to count?
they have to be in Yorktown.
Yorktown.
Yorktown, okay.
Yeah, and if any of you
Okay.
people know the commissioners on York Township or the supervisor,
I do not, unfortunately. No.
because we want to make sure that they are as excited about this as we are,
Okay,
you know.
yeah.
And when do you need those 2,000 minimum signatures?
I'm gonna turn
July
them in
1?
July 29th,
Okay.
so, it's not too much time. But, we go like great guns, we've been successful 5 times, we only failed once, and we're in litigation in the one place we failed, because, the person that was the supervisor there actually sent out to every member in their community with incorrect information, don't vote for this, everything's perfect.
No,
Everything's taken care of, and we're working to get back in that community. We still only lost by 108 votes.
Wow.
So, and the rate, because of the tremendous value of our properties, it's really nothing. You know, I pay on my house, which, this always sounds vain, but it's the truth. I live in my dream house. I live in a 1913 really old house. And I was an architectural mill worker by profession for many years. So it is my dream house, and I pay a whopping $20 a year. And I know when I take my grandkids to Portillo's, I pay $80. I'm okay with that, because that's what grandpas are for. But, so, let's go for this. Let's get this for Villa Park.
Thank you, Michael.
Thanks, Mike.
Appreciate your,
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
appreciate your efforts.
You give me a call, you get your business card?
I don't have my business card on me, but yeah, we'll connect and
Okay,
yeah.
I saw it, I see the fire in your
Yeah,
eyes.
I work for a nonprofit that focuses on mental health.
Which one?
Kenneth Young Center.
Oh, yes,
So-
absolutely. The Kenneth Young Center gets funding for, with the Alive. We have actually somebody from the Kenneth Young Center that's working in an apartment building.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alex. you know.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people right now, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and what's great is the flexibility. You can fund so many weird different things with this.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
really scripted, you know.
That's good.
So,
Awesome.
that's why I saw the fire in your
Yeah.
eyes.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Mike. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna leave you guys. And
All right.
God
Thanks
bless
for
all of
coming,
you.
yeah.
Thank you for volunteering your time, you know.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
And good luck teaching.
Thank you.
Ethan.
I just wanted to ask maybe if you changed your mind,
Yeah,
if you
no,
wanted
I was-
to say anything or be recognized, if not, okay,
Mike, is this your bag over here?
thank you.
Mike, say
What?
it, Brandon.
Is this your
Oh,
bag?
God, that's what happens when you get old, you get really forgetful. I need somebody to watch over it.
Okay, I think that should do it as far as public comments. We'll move on to commissioner comments. I'll start with JP, if you have anything.
I have nothing this month.
Larry,
I don't have anything either.
got him?
Nothing. I'm excited to meet the businesses, the new ones.
Just have a quick question.
Of course, Patricia.
So are we the business development and or community and business development? I always
You're the
mix it up.
Economic development.
Economic development and then,
EDC,
and not community development at all.
Commu-
That's
Even though
another.
it's,
community development is the name of the department.
okay, that's just
Yeah.
always confusing me.
Yep.
Hybrid meetings by any slight chance here that we could have? Could we have this as a hybrid meeting so when I'm on the
The
road?
state told us we can't anymore because we're no longer executive order for disaster.
Okay,
Sorry,
um,
that was a COVID thing.
so. So I feel concerned, you guys tell me, because I've never been a commissioner on a board, that it's a slow-moving boat. Because when I came here last year, I felt like we've made progress since last year. You weren't at my first meeting. And just putting that on the table for moving forward.
How can we
For
speed things up?
efficiency,
Right.
or maybe we're there, maybe we're starting to get there.
Mhm.
But it's a concern for me.
We move at the pace of a meeting a month, and at this rate, one meeting every 4 months.
Right, and that has to do
Unfortunately.
with it.
We're not allowed to meet really outside of here with more than, 2 commissioners at a time?
Yeah.
Or that is an Open Meetings Act violation. Those are some of the things we deal with, unfortunately.
Well, maybe now we're under new leadership and I do feel a shift, so maybe.
Can we meet not discussing EDC matters, like setting up other things that aren't related? Like last year, I wanted to kind of set up that food truck festival, which doesn't have to be put together by EDC. We could just be a group of citizens putting it together, right?
If it looks and smells like the EDC did it,
Well,
Okay.
not to take over, Patricia, you can definitely have more time if you, but to last meeting, Commissioner Culver had brought up about maybe a table at concerts in the park or thing like that. So does that mean only 2 of us can be at a table at some point?
Yeah, it's
Or
kinda-
that's the idea.
realistically, yeah, okay.
Yep.
I mean, just
Wow.
the realities of doing that is
Okay.
that.
Yeah, because you guys are all appointed.
No,
Your
I
name-
figured, I just
Yeah,
wanna.
yeah, no, just for the,
Yeah, I want
for
to know
the
the boundaries,
non-government people,
so not
if you will.
Right, and that would be
Once
me.
you guys are all appointed and you create a collective group known as the Economic Development Commission,
Mhm.
and therefore you now have to follow all of the Open Meetings Act, OMA requirements. And it says basically, unless you're meeting at a specific time, that's like we had to notice with an agenda that's downstairs and posted on our website and all that stuff, you have to have a quorum in order to have discussion. And then if it's not, you guys cannot meet by more than 2 people to just have a conversation.
Or email,
Also true.
right?
Yep.
Don't send an email to
Yes, also true.
like 3 of us
Yeah.
or 4.
So 2 of us could.
2 of you guys can just have a chat and even talk about EDC stuff, but that's not business. Anytime there's more
It's
than,
not
in this
official.
scenario, and it's based on how many people are in the commission, but in this scenario, if you have 3 of you talking about it, that's a meeting that has not been noticed and nobody knows it's happening, and people like them cannot come and join in the conversation. That's
Okay.
what it is. The
Okay.
public has not been invited to the public meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, same thing for, planning and zoning has the same issue, village board obviously has the same issue, but,
Okay.
It kind of
Can't do
dictates the pace of.
Open Meetings Act.
Okay, and one more question, even though it involves Elmhurst. What's happening with, is it the old copper penny? I forget. What business is going in there? 83?
Eye optometrist.
Oh, an optometrist.
Yeah. And then Yorkies to the.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Oh, nice.
Anything else?
No,
Patrice?
thank you.
Ethan?
I just wanted to confirm where we had like the questionnaire that I think we had a link that was sent out, right, to our email?
It's a Excel.
still using it?
Excel spreadsheet.
Okay. I thought we had it as like a Google
Or
Form.
Google Doc.
Google form, right?
Are we still
Yes.
using that, Mark?
Let's see what we
need to
have
ask.
here.
Did it come in the email form?
I think it was an
Because if
email.
Mark could
From-
like.
Can you
Google
resend
link.
it out? Should we resend
Yeah,
it
Yeah, I
out?
can resend
yeah.
it out, but is that allowed?
Well, Pat,
Yeah.
Pat can.
Yeah.
send it to Pat.
Please tell me the name of your business, lengths of time, length
Yeah,
and
right.
present location, and then your products you provide. What factors made you choose Villa Park? How many years have you been at the present? Just kind of a duplicate of the first one.
Yes,
Please
yes.
tell me any
Change
issues
it.
you encountered while you started your business. Do you have any parking concerns? Do you have any safety concerns? Please share your plans moving forward. Any expansion, capacity needs. Where are your customers primarily located? Are they also local? How did the pandemic affect your business? If still if applicable. And then how can we as the Village of Villa Park support you? And that's the open-ended question.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to, how can we support you? What can we have done better? That kind of stuff.
Okay.
Not
So.
what size check do we need to write you? Not what we're looking for.
So I think I shared it with you, Mark, so you
Yes,
could
I have it.
actually,
Yep.
no, you could actually edit it. You could
I
edit-
put it in an Excel. I converted it so I can. It's not.
No,
a Google
not only
document.
that, edit the questions, you could
Mhm.
change any of the questions if
Mhm.
you want.
Yes.
So do you
So-
wanna change them? Or should I just
Yeah,
send?
I mean, I'm looking for, your guys, I'm here to help you disseminate information. What you would like to ask should be consistent across
Yes.
all y'all.
Do we have any additional comments on there, right? Like, is one of the questions?
Well, they're all open-ended.
Okay.
And it ends up kind of, you and I talked about it, kind of becoming just a conversation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, once you get the ball rolling, here's 10 things to get the ball rolling, and then
Right,
let them.
and you don't even have to probably ask the 10. I mean,
Exactly.
they're- you'll-
Yeah, they'll cover
The
them all
meetings
if
were
they talk.
allegedly, I mean, it's set up to be like 20 to 30 minutes, I think, or so, and I'm sure they probably go over that easily,
Mhm.
so.
Oh, yeah.
Which is good. I mean, any more
So could
stuff.
those be resent out, those questions?
Yes.
And what will the email address be?
The same email that Pat uses to
Okay.
send you guys
Okay.
your agenda
P.
packets.
in Villa Park.
I'll send you the link so you can send it to everybody.
And what was that email? Sorry?
P.
We will send it,
Oh,
we'll resend it out.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so you
so
have the link.
Pat.
Okay.
When when I have everybody's old businesses, so got two more, and I'm gonna shoot out the letters. And when I tell you guys those are out, I will also give you then all of the things, because you don't wanna reach out to that business until the letters go out. They don't know you're coming.
Of course,
Okay.
right.
Oh.
So,
Which is
We
why
work at
we
the
initiated
pace
it.
of one meeting a month.
Okay.
Don't go start
I
knocking
was
on their
going-
doors yet, because
I
they don't
was
know you're
going-
coming. And we did the letter on purpose
Glad
to
you
give
said
everybody a
that.
heads up, so they can even reach out to you and say,
Forgot
great,
about the-
Oh,
I'm available
okay.
next Thursday at 4, and you
Okay,
are gonna be there
okay.
Thursday at 4.
So are you snail mailing or emailing that? What are you doing for those businesses?
The businesses will be letters in the mail,
Letters in the mail.
Yeah.
Very good.
yes, to the addresses that they submitted to
'Cause
us for their contact.
Great.
I know I had issue last year with just like, I made initial contact and then it kind of fell off, and I think the more they thought about it, they're like, wait, why do I want to talk to somebody from the village even though we're really not from the village,
Mhm.
you know, like,
Mm.
whoa.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
that was the reason of like, hey, just a introduction letter to say,
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah, so I'll
excellent.
let you know once those hit the mail,
Okay.
and then give yourself 4 to 8 hours because it's the U.S. Post Office, and then you can reach out. Hey, you should have gotten that letter. I'm following up. My name's at the bottom of the letter
Okay.
because they're all gonna have your guys' names based on the way we just
Oh,
split it all up.
excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's on Economic Development Commission letterhead as well. So it's Village of Villa Park, but underneath that is the Economic Development, the EDC.
So that's very good clarification. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Then I was gonna let you know I can do Portillo's off of North Avenue.
Oh, excellent.
That can be my old.
What are you gonna order?
That's because I walk right down there.
Yeah, that's
Like
a
3-minute walk.
good one. That one's been there a while.
Yeah.
That is old.
it's the original.
Feels like
The original.
Original location, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, that just leaves me,
Portillo's on North.
This is probably more for you, Director McLaughlin. Any update on the traffic survey for
Yes.
the Villa and Ardmore business districts?
Yeah, those are both completed. They will be presented to the village board at the committee of the whole in July. So that is the July 8th meeting.
Okay, so you guys have them in your
Yeah.
possession?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good. Okay, I don't think I have anything else, anything else has been. Maybe for next meeting, can we get a list of the businesses that did not last 1 year? Just so we, just so we could see, if it's possible, if not,
Yeah.
no, just so we can see what's not gaining traction. I mean,
It's not
I
working.
think the last meeting you guys talked about some percentages like, I think restaurants and then salons were the highest percentage.
Yeah.
Over the 3-year audit, 2023 having the lowest amount of new businesses. But just maybe that kind of breakdown of any, I'm a numbers guy, if we could see it, that would be great. If not, that's understandable also, but,
Yes, I will. We can prepare something. I'll just throw the caveat out there that we don't get notified when a business closes.
I'm just,
So it'll be our,
that's fine. You
Collective.
had said you were on this list, I could tell you of X amount that
Yeah.
didn't, like the ones you're aware of. If you have it, that would be great.
yeah, we can do that.
And then, as far as going along with the introduction letter, you had talked about business cards that you might want to arm us with for direct questions when they do have something that's not in our wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Nor should we have to talk about, laws or anything like that, or that we're more of a liaison as.
Yeah.
So, if you had those, maybe we get them now, if not by the next meeting when the letter goes out.
Our stash is running low. I usually keep a stash up there. But yeah,
Okay.
we can absolutely get you those.
Okay, or at least something that, so.
Oh, yeah.
Direct, you guys can direct any questions, because we shouldn't have to answer any
Yeah,
questions.
no, we'll handle all the
Okay.
policy stuff.
Great, that's all I have. Anybody have any unfinished business they would like to discuss at this point? Okay, seeing none, I think that moves us on to, village board liaison comments.
Not here?
Staff liaison comments.
Sure, just a quick update on some of the things that have gone for approval in the business world, if you will. Going back to April, the project known as the Union, 100 South Villa Avenue, received a recommendation of approval from the Planning and Zoning Commission. Right now, we are in the draft, the RDA mode, and confirm that the finances work. And then once that the RDA is finalized, it'll go in front of the village board for final approval. So we're on a trajectory to get that squared up this late summer, early fall. So hopefully they can still put a shovel in the ground for this fall.
Rec center looks great.
Yeah,
Store,
yeah.
really moving on.
Yep, so they're up, they're painting and priming the exterior, and then it's mostly it's gonna look like work stopped because everything's gonna be inside. So you can still see inside right now, and it's still going on, but it's going to be the majority of it is gonna be interior, and we're still on a late this year opening.
What about the development on Ardmore across the train tracks? I heard the developer finally got financing. Is that accurate?
They are finalizing their financing.
Okay.
They are.
An extension, they got
Yeah.
a short extension, they to the
So-
next meeting.
So
Next week.
we are trying to get them on the next village board agenda for an extension to their terms of the RDA. So
Okay.
we'll see if that can be accomplished or not. And then obviously the village board has to vote on that, which is still another. Getting on the agenda is the first step.
Okay.
And then the village board taking action is their yes or no vote. And that is for those electeds to decide on. Other business, the Planning and Zoning Commission, and then the village board, this petition has ordinance approval already. 626 North Addison is a future tattoo location. So they're in for their permit and design right now, projected to be open later this year.
Was that like a resale shop there? Is that like Division and
Addison.
Addison?
It's Addison, it's a
Yeah, it's over
division.
by the medical strip thing.
Yeah.
Is it in
By
the strip mall or is it?
seven,
at
yep,
outside?
it's
Oh,
just
in the
north
strip.
of the 7-Eleven.
Oh, it's in there. Nice.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Mhm.
They need some more stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So small business owner wanted to open his own shop, so he's going through the motions to do it. So special use is approved by ordinance, and he's working on doing his build up.
What's opening, Mark, by Foreman Mills, by the old Garibaldi's? By the
Oh,
old.
Is
I thought they were
that-
remodeling the signs,
Yes.
right?
Because they're working.
Yeah. No, I can say
fast.
this. That is the Pickler, indoor pickleball.
Oh.
Oh, shoot,
Indoor.
no way.
Mhm.
All
Yes,
right.
indoor pickleball. So they've got 6 indoor rec courts and 2 championship courts.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Nice by the
Cool.
baseball,
Yeah.
by the bats.
Yes. So this is their
Swap meet, right?
second
That's fine.
Illinois location. The other one is already open. So this is their second Illinois location. Yeah, full build out. There'll be a large space. I mean, it's a pickleball course. They're just big.
Yeah.
There's also a rentable room in there, a couple offices, locker rooms, that kind of stuff. So if you want to have a
Cool.
birthday party or whatever, or
Oh, that's nice.
place to rent, yeah.
Any update on the captain's room? Speaking of,
They're still under construction. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
and how about the building, the bridal suite place on St. Charles that was having issues with
Yeah,
after hours parties?
yeah, they are
What's-
still under permit for construction. They finished their new service connections.
For a bit, is there somebody going in there that we're aware of, or is it just
Nothing new.
remodeling? Okay.
Nope. They're finishing out the remodel. Still have their permits are still open, but nobody has come forward and said this is what the new tenant will be. Yeah, so owner is doing all that work right now. Yeah, property owner. What else did we do? That is April. This
Is
is
there a new
May.
dispensary open on North Avenue?
Yep, we'll get there. We'll get there. Bell Tire received a recommendation of approval from the Planning and Zoning Commission as well as Village Board approval. That is at 231 East North, yes, which is Stratz. They are also in for permit. They've submitted their construction drawings as well. So we're reviewing that. They've got all zoning approvals. So basically, once the plans are good to go, we'll issue permit, and then they're gearing up for their closing and on the property, and then demo and construction.
Strats is expanding, you said? Or
No.
that's-
No,
Stratz.
Bell Tire is acquiring the Stratz property.
So Stratz is closing?
Stratz is going bye-bye.
Oh my
Really?
The
God.
last
Yeah.
Monday meeting 2 weeks ago.
What the heck?
That's
Yeah.
been there for, right?
Yeah.
They have
Since I
car
knew.
shows still, right?
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
yep.
Man, we're best fries in Villa Park.
Really?
Well, get them while you can.
Any
They
other,
are selling the property
I
and
never went.
moving away.
Ever been there?
Yeah.
Golly.
Any other,
I got a lot of cool stuff in there.
Yes, and then most recently, the Planning and Zoning Commission has recommended approval for an annexation, a rezoning, a variation, a special use, and a plat of subdivision at 600 North Villa, which is a proposed national headquarters for a construction company. They're consolidating 2 offices they have in Chicagoland into one and making national headquarters
is
this
that formerly
location.
V3?
V3 is a current tenant, yes.
Because I saw there's a
Yes.
for lease sign or for sale or available.
Yeah, that's been up the entire time. It's already transacted. They just leave it up there as like a marketing thing.
Looks pretty vacant over there. I mean.
It is.
so it's-
It is. V3 is the only active tenant right now.
Okay.
Yeah, the property owner is courting the new tenant, and they're gonna lease it. And then they received recommendation of approval from planning and zoning, and then village board will be voting this on the next meeting, which is Monday night. So if that goes through, then it's newly annexed property, newly zoned, and then off to permit.
Nice. Is that, and that's office space? Or
There
it
is office space in there as well. There's office, and then it's the nature of the contracting company has requested outdoor storage of materials and vehicles. So a lot of it with the site design is going to be paved behind landscaping and fencing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What are the
So secure
variances they're
yard.
needing?
The variance is a front yard parking. No, it's the way that the building is and the way that they're situating their parking, and our code specifically says that parking shall be behind buildings. It requires a variation technically, so we
Because the
tacked that
vehicles are
on.
visible from the street,
Yep.
basically. Okay.
Yep,
And the
Got it.
parking lot's basically the same location
yeah,
as it is today.
There
yeah.
was a limo service, car repair, they stretched limos there for a long time. in the-
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
before it
Interesting.
was,
Oh, really?
yeah, like into the super limos, but.
And then the other one is then, yeah, the Planning and Zoning Commission also recommended approval for a cannabis dispensary at 330 East North Avenue. You probably know it at Bargains in a Box at that location. So, new property owner, they already acquired the property and they're going forward with this dispensary. So they're basically gonna split the building in two and take the west side, and then we'll have a vanilla box available on the east side. So that has not gone in front of Village Board yet. That'll be at the meeting in July. Yeah.
Anything with White Castle or?
No, we talked to a couple people that are interested, kicking tires, but no one's going forward with that. Yeah.
They should do a Smoothie King right there with the gym, like so close. I feel like that'd be good.
Hey, Mark, I have a question. So is Villa Park, Villa Park's open for business. Is it marketing itself to businesses, like especially with the TIF district?
Not marketing in the traditional sense. We don't have commercials. We don't have radio ads. We don't have like some municipalities do. We do not do that.
Thanks.
There is enough activity that I don't even, if we actually marketed and actually went out there, we would need an additional staffer just to respond to all those. Like
That's
we're
good.
already dealing with
Great.
businesses just naturally and reoccur and
Free
coming.
water,
Yeah.
no, Bolingbrook.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Bensenville.
Call,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
We're just pretty much short on certain kind of businesses, like restaurants.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Right.
So I can reach out to those types of and try and spur stuff, or just reach out to the brokers that represent those types.
Okay.
That's how
Okay.
that works. But
Thank you.
now the actual marketing, we're not prepared for that.
Any time frame on the business the business audit? Is it?
Oh, the business list?
Should
Yeah,
be
so that's a
end of the year, or-
this year thing. We are prepared to complete it this calendar year.
Okay.
Yeah.
With
Yep.
the NAICS codes and everything?
Yeah.
Okay,
Correct. Yep.
okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any? Can I get a motion for adjournment then?
Make the motion.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye?
Hi.
Excellent.
Great.
Thank you.
All right.